Hey everybody, welcome to My Usual Me and welcome back to the channel. If it is morning, afternoon, or evening, I don't know what time it is on the planet for you, but thanks for joining me again for another brain vlog. I'm just kind of gonna riff it a little bit. I did write a few things down, so I got some talking points here. Thank you very much, first of all, for all your professional constructive criticism. I appreciate each and every one of you. All of you, for the most part, wrote novels or at least short stories on what brought you to the channel, what game brought you to the channel specifically. And so many of you came out of Outlaws, man. Outlaws of the Old West brought so many of you to my channel that care about commenting when I asked a question, and you watch my videos on a regular basis. And thank you. A lot of you are telling me that you think YouTube is like unsubscribing me from a lot of people. If that happened to you, I'm sorry to hear that. I watch my numbers daily, and I'm not seeing like a huge like dump of viewers. But if you haven't watched a video in a while, YouTube will unsubscribe you. And usually that's like I don't. It used to be 6 months or a year, but I'm sure their algorithm's messed up. So if you haven't hit the bell, and I don't say this normally, but if you haven't hit the bell, go to, and it'll ask you how often do you want notifications. Just hit all. It should lock you in. If you haven't hit the bell, you should do that. Anyway, yeah, there's been a ton of you that commented, man. There's like 50 some odd comments, I think. Maybe not 50, maybe like 40 something, but there was a lot. Took me about an hour to read through them all, and I should have hearted each and every one of your comments. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. I did read your comment. I swear I did. But I tried to give you acknowledgement that I read what you wrote. So thank you for that. Some of you guys have been here like for a long time. One of you said you were here since like 2,000 subscribers. That's amazing. I know there are people that have been here since the beginning. I know there are, because I remember names, even if I don't quite remember when you came in. Like I'll see you comment on something, and I was like, that guy's been here, or that girl's been here for a long time. And it does my heart good to realize that that you guys have been here, and you're even if you're not commenting actively, you're still you're still in the wings, and you're watching, and you're liking the videos, and at least keeping tabs on what's going on. So thank you. I was feeling super unsure about what was going on with my videos, but I suspected that I may have overdone something, and you guys confirmed my suspicions. I went and heavily edited. I've been heavily editing my videos, doing a lot more jump cuts recently. And when I say recently, I mean in the last few months, like ever since Outlaws, I think. Ever since Outlaws is where I started doing a lot more cutting out of the fluff, is what I call it. And that is, I think I shot myself in the foot. And because now this isn't an excuse. I'm just trying to give you a reason, my reasons why. I was always taught that when you speak on YouTube or anywhere in a public venue, using is an unacceptable word. It's not even a real word. Maybe it is, but if I say a lot and I do. I say that a lot, so I try to cut that out. That's where it started. And as I'm trying to train myself to not use that two-letter word, I am holding my thoughts, and there is gaps in my speaking because I'm trying to think about what I say before I say it. And so when I go to edit, I see the waveform. If you don't know what a waveform is, that's where I can see the noise or the sound in the video editing software. And where the gaps are, I suck those out. Like I cut those out. So I jump cut it. And I do that a lot because I am thinking about what I'm going to say, and the game is still playing, and then I'll cut it out, and it's a jump cut because my brain is working 1,000 miles an hour. It's always been that way. I always think faster than I can speak, and the words get jumbled. And I also have dyslexia and ADD, and anyway, I've got a lot wrong with my brain. That's not wrong, but it's different than what most people, it's different than how most people's brains work. Let's put it that way. And so I have a hard time sometimes getting my point across unless I think about what I say first, or if I put in there to close that gap, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's where the jump cuts came from. But then it grew from that to cutting out travel time when I'm playing a game, because maybe I didn't have anything to say at that time, because dead airspace is death, is what I've been, what I've been taught, throughout my almost 5 years of being on YouTube, is that dead air is death. They get bored. They will click off your video unless you continuously keep them interested and you keep them invested in the video, right? So I cut out all the stuff that isn't what's going to keep somebody on the video. But what I've done is I've shot myself in the foot, and I've gone too far with a pendulum. I went too far to the other side. So what I'm going to have to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and you guys were talking about more journey, less rush. I mean, like, it seems like all I'm doing is just cutting to the chase. It's like boom, 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 boom. This, and we're done. And that's true. Absolutely 100% true. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to actively give you more of the journey and less rush, which means that there's going to be more videos in a series because I won't be getting to the point so quickly. And also the videos are going to be a little longer, I think, which a lot of you like. But I think 30 minutes is a good benchmark. Between 25 and 35 minutes is probably where we're going to find ourselves. Because obviously, whenever I make a video, I want there to be a point at the end, right? You have a beginning, it's an arc. It's a story arc. You start at the beginning, you work your way up to the middle and to the climax, and then you give the satisfaction of the release of what you built up to. And just like a movie, I'm making 2 to 3 30-minute movies every day. So I'm going by the movie 3-act rule, where you have the beginning, you have the middle, and the end. And so that's how movies are made. They have the first act, the second act, and the third act, and that's how I've always approached my videos, or how I have approached my videos recently in the last couple of years. That way you have something at the end that is satisfying. But someone did mention that it would be a great idea to leave you guys with some cliffhangers every now and again. And I have done that in the past on purpose, and I'm going to do that more in the future. So there may be some videos where you guys are like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And you'll have to watch the next one. And that's okay, because that makes me giggle. But I do think I am going to still cut out like most of the foot travel in games, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out some of the grind, although I'm going to leave some of the grind in when I have something to say, because you guys like to watch some of the grind. And I'm going to cut out inventory management, I think, where I go, okay, well, I'm going to get rid of this, and I don't need that, and maybe I don't need this, because I think that is just overly boring. And what I'll do is I'll just cut to the chase at the end and go, heck, okay, this is what I kept. This is what I've got on me. And this is what we're using, because you don't care what I'm going to throw away, because I'm throwing it away. Or maybe you do. And then if you do, then you can ask me a question. Well, hey, why'd you throw this away? Why don't you have that? And I'll answer you in comments, and that's not a problem. But because I do so much so quickly in games, which I don't really, but when I cut it, it looks like I do a lot really fast, right? But if I don't cut all that stuff out, then what that's going to do, guys, is that's going to create a backlog of it's going to create a lot bigger playlist. And what that'll do is it creates a backlog of video that at 30 minutes a day, I'm going to be putting up, and I will have like tons of content waiting in the wings. There's a problem with that, though, is because on YouTube, if something needs to be said, it needs to be said as fast as possible. And so like the how-tos that I do, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing them. But what I'll do is when I do a how-to, it'll be out of order to the regular series, if that makes sense. So like if I play 8 hours in a game and I find something really cool that needs to be put out there before anybody else puts it out there, because that's how you get the views, right? Let's be honest, is you have to do it before the next guy. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. But what you'll see like the base or my inventory or out of order. You're going to see it out of order if you watch that how-to. But the people who are looking for that stuff on Google or on YouTube, they'll be able to have that access to that. But we'll still be playing, but I'll still be releasing the videos in order So it might take a while before we get to that point, if that makes sense. So it's going to feel a little disjointed in that respect, but I think that's the better way of doing it. That way I can balance your viewer enjoyment to my business side of things that I have to do. Because hands down, my how-to videos they are the biggest viewership of all of my videos, and it's also what pulls in the viewers. Because as you guys know, a lot of you, most of you, came into my channel because you were looking for something. You found what you were looking for, then you heard how I played a game, and you liked what you heard, and you stuck around. So I have to be able to, but those how-tos, I've got to get them out as fast as possible. It's just that's the business side of things. I have to do that. But I want you guys to enjoy the journey so we can do both. And I think that's the best of both worlds. So tell me what you think about that in the comment section. Matter of fact, tell me what you think about any of this in the comment section, because I want to know. I want your feedback, but I think that's how I'm going to go forward with this. All right, live streams. Okay, guys, my big problem with live streams these days is sleep, my sleep schedule. I've been making videos. I've been getting up my time about midnight, between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock at night, and then I will record, and I will release a video at 4 or 5 in the morning, my time. Okay, I'm Mountain Standard Time. I live in Colorado, USA. Okay, so that's like 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's how when I've been releasing my first video every single day, and then the second one will come like an hour after that, or 2 hours after that, and then the third one, if I have a third one, will come 1 to 2 hours after that. That's how I've been approaching my schedule up until this point. So what's happening is I'll get done with that, and then I'll maybe play a game for a couple more hours after that, and then I'll go to bed at 10 or 11 in the morning my time, and then I'll sleep until the next evening, right? Like I probably get up, and then I have to wake up, and then I read my emails, and I read your comments, and then I check Discords, and and I do all the business side of things and get up to date with what's been going on while I've been sleeping, and then I start recording. But sleep schedule is the biggest problem with my live streams, because what I don't know is when is the best time for a lot of you to watch a live stream. And so half of you guys are in the US, the other half are abroad. It's a 50-50 split, almost exactly. 50% of my viewers are in the US of United States of America, and the other half are elsewhere, with the majority being England. Hang on, let me bring up my analytics. All right, scratch that. I'm going to give you the top 5 countries that watch my channel right now, and that does not mean I don't appreciate everybody else, because I do, because I am literally in an even 50 countries in the world. Like, there are people that have watched my videos in an even 50 countries in the world, and that's in the last 28 days. Okay, that's in the last 30 days. Anyway, so 50, there's 50 different countries. So let's not forget the rest of the people on the planet that are watching this channel, okay? But the top 5, like 43% is United States of America. So actually, U.S. is I have more people abroad that are watching me than in the U.S. It used to be 50, it dropped 7%. Or it's raised in the rest of the world, which is amazing. Second on the list is UK, the United Kingdom. Third is Canada. Fourth is Germany. Fifth is Australia. And then it goes, I'll give you the next 5. France, Brazil, Netherlands, Sweden, Spain. With Italy being a really close number 11. And Indonesia being 12, which is great. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on. Denmark, you're next. I have people the whole point was I have people all over the planet that watch me. So live streams are going to be hard for me to, make most people happy. But what I'd like to do is hit a sweet spot between the US and Europe is what I'd like to do. US and Canada and Europe is what I'd like to hit a sweet spot between you guys. What I'd like to know is, number 1, and what I'm going to do. Okay, don't answer me in the comments, because it won't help me. Go to the community tab of my channel. Go to the community tab of my channel when we're done with this video, and there's going to be 2 polls. One is, how many days of a week would you like to see me stream? And I'll give you some options. And the second one will be, what time of the day, Eastern Standard Time US. I'm going with that benchmark, okay? I'm going to use that as my so figure out what time New York is for the time you'd like to see me stream and use that. I'm going to say, and it's all going to be Eastern Standard Time, okay? And I'm going to give you a range. And I would like you to vote on those. So there's probably going to be 200 or 300 of you that see this video. So maybe more down the road, but I'm going to leave that there, and I'll take a sample, and we'll see how many days a week you'd like to see me live stream and what time you would like to see me start live streaming. Because that way I can go ahead and get an idea of when the best time will be to actually do live streams when I do them for whatever various reasons. I mean, they could be a vlog, it could be an update on a game, it could be whatever. But I want as many people as possible to be able to enjoy it live so you guys can come in and say hello. But I would like to know when the best time is for you guys. And I'm going to have to hit it. Like I said, I want to hit a sweet spot between the US and UK. I say UK because there's the top two. And I know I'm not going to be able to please all the people. There's no way I can do that. The world is too big for me to be able to please everybody in all the countries. So I'm just going to do the best I can. And we'll have to go with it from there. Speaking of vlogs and podcasts, what would you guys like to see? Like, I mean, do you want to see? I mean, do you want to see me cover gaming news? Because I get that all the time. Do you want me to just? I'm on Twitter, and I try to comment or like something and retweet something on Twitter every day that I find interesting. But that's a rabbit hole I go down quite a bit, and I see the hashtags, and there are some really funny hashtags. And I mean, this has nothing to do with gaming, just a weird. Just the internet weirdness that I find that I would have liked to do on the channel, but it's not gaming content. But but also Monagard and I did a couple of podcasts a while back where it was gaming news when there's a lot to be said that I cared about. You know, I did the interviews with the Chronicles of Valyria people that wanted to do interviews. I haven't had anybody else ask me for it, so we haven't done any more. But that will start to ramp up as soon as they start doing more with Chronicles of Valyria. So that sort of thing will happen. But, you know, I mean, if you want vlogs, if you want like podcasts, let me know in the comment section. Like, what kind of stuff would you like to see? And if you see somebody say something that you agree with, make sure that you chime in and you know, tell why you agree or you disagree with them. Don't get into a fight over it, guys, because I'm just asking for feedback. I'm not looking to start a war or anything like that. So let's not do that. But yeah, so let me know, because I'm thinking about getting back more, because a live streaming podcast I think would be a great thing. But I need to know what you would be interested in listening to, because if you're not there, I'm not going to do it. Obviously, that's extra stuff beyond the video game play. Speaking of video game play, as far as co-op and multiplayer goes, Monagard and I haven't played anything in a long time, but she's obviously a fan favorite. You guys love Monagard. I love her too, with all of my heart. And she's my best friend. And so, and my gaming partner, whenever there is a co-op to be done, she gets first pick. And so she always jumps in with me. And I know you guys love her. But the game is the most important part of what, you know, of what we choose to play. And so much of what we normally play in co-op is not been updated. Like, it's been Ark, Conan, Atlas, 7 Days to Die. Those are the big four that Monagard and I play together, right? So I will ask her if she'd be willing to, not happy, yeah. I mean, maybe she'd be happy to do it. I'm sure she'd be happy to do it. But I'm going to ask her if she'd be willing to start doing some more, because we love to play together. And she does, guys, but before you take this any further, let me make something very, very clear to you. Monagard plays with me because she likes to play with me. That's it. She doesn't have a YouTube channel. She doesn't want a YouTube channel. She doesn't want to have her own content. She has made that perfectly clear. So don't badger her about that, because she gets really upset about it, because it bothers her, and I don't want to bother her. I want her to enjoy herself. So I don't want her to be forced, and I don't want her to, by any means, feel like it's an obligation to her. She does it because she likes it, and we play together because we like to play together. And the day that that doesn't happen will be the last day we ever play together. So let's try to make her feel welcome without being overbearing, if we can, please, because she means a lot to me, and I want to make sure that it continues that way. Okay, thanks, appreciate that. And I feel like I'm coming down with something because my voice has been shot for the last 3 days, which is another reason why you guys don't have a lot of content. Also, I've been approached by several other people to do content, like several other people. And it just hasn't been a great fit, guys. Either they do, well, several of the people that I'm on a couple of websites where we have the ability to connect with other content creators, and the offers that have been offered to me have been less than optimal. They, how can I put this? Either they play something like Fortnite, which I don't play Fortnite. Most of the people who have, I'm getting off track. Most of the people who have approached me do things like battle royales. Like they're like, hey man, I play Fortnite, let's go. Or I play Rust, let's go. Rust isn't really a battle royale. It's not even a battle royale, but it is a survival game. But it's like a survival game / battle royale. You know, I mean, you're going in and it's heavy PvP, which I would like to get into some more PvP. I would, but probably more like Ark Small Tribes. And I don't know how down with that you guys would be. A lot of you people, a lot of you folks mentioned Ark, and you like the crafting and the building side of things. But you know, how would you feel about me going in and doing a series on, or a season on Ark Small Tribes solo? So let's talk about the next few videos, guys, that are coming out. For all of you Outlaws of the Old West fans that don't play the game anymore, but you came to this channel for Outlaws of the Old West, I did see the Bigfoot update. I've been sitting on it. I haven't recorded it, but I've been waiting for it. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, but then somebody said you have to hunt him down. Now, I mean, does that mean I got to ride around the map? I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna do a Bigfoot update. I'm gonna hunt him down. I'm gonna kill him. We're gonna make a Bigfoot rug, maybe. If they, I don't think they'll let you skin him. Like he might have some inventory on him. What? I don't know what he would carry. He has no pockets. But we might go hunt down Bigfoot. I've seen Bigfoot in action on Twitch because a lot of the people that I know that I role played with in the past, they have some footage. Steel Rain, Cletus Buford. I don't know if you guys have seen it on the Outlaws of the Old West updates. They have their footage. I know those guys, great guys, and so. Yeah, the Twitch RP community, they did a series on Outlaws of the Old West, and they released Bigfoot into the Twitch RP community, and they killed him a couple times. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with Bigfoot. I know what he's capable of, and I think I can take him down. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it'll just take a while, and I'll probably have to be on horseback. Matter of fact, I know I'm going to have to be on horseback to do it, but we'll get her done. That'll probably come out sometime later today if I can get it done. So it'll all depend on if I can find him. I think I know where he's going to spawn, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, that's going to happen. Tomorrow, there will be a Green Hell Garden update. If you guys don't know, this is what part of me putting out information that maybe not some creators know, but I don't care. The garden update will be tomorrow. As soon as I see the update, I will go ahead and I will make a video. We might even do a live stream. We might do a live stream with Green Hell Garden update when it comes out. I'll probably just do that as fast as possible and just do a live stream when it comes out, because we're not going to do a series. It's just going to be me exploring that, and we'll probably explore that in the compound if I still have the compound on my save. I don't know if I got rid of the compound or not, but I think if the compound, you know, the big compound that I built, if it's still there, I might. Well, if not, then I may have to build up to it, but we're probably just going to live stream it just so I can do it in a oneer. Is probably what we're going to do. Red Dead Online, guys. Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. I bought the most expensive pack they had. I regret it. I regret everything. Because I already bought a PlayStation 4 just so I could have Red Dead. I only did a couple videos because people weren't watching it. But that was before it came out on PC, right? So and this goes back to that slower daily content that everybody was talking about. I mean, like a lot of you in the comments, you were talking about don't jump cut it so much, and give us the journey. And this is Red Dead Online is one of those things where it can be a journey, and there's enough to do that we can go ahead and we can do this slow daily journey and build up and get all the things and do all the things and have little adventures. And also, I'm really good at Texas Hold'em poker. I'm really good at Texas Hold'em poker. I always walk away from a Red Dead Online table ahead. Only once have I walked away down. Only once. And I've played hundreds of games in Red Dead Online. There are some really garbage poker players in that game, but that's because they're kids that don't know how to play poker. I played poker tournaments before I played video games, and I won a couple of poker tournaments, so you guys should be looking forward to that. For those of you who like poker, see, that's the thing, is it takes a long time to play poker and do it right. So I don't know how much that would... I actually recorded a poker video where it was like 30 minutes of me doubling my money. How long would it take me to double my money? I did it in 30 minutes. Easy. You start off with $25. I doubled my money in 30 minutes. But I got lucky with the cards. So it could take an hour. So I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in, is watching me play poker, or maybe even a community poker night, because you can actually, like on the Discord, I wouldn't be live streaming it. We'd just be in Red Dead playing poker, because if I live stream, you can see my cards. Can't have that. But I was thinking about maybe doing a Discord community poker night on Red Dead Online. You guys are going to play. Also, I'm definitely going to need Posse. So, anybody who has the PC game who wants to do that, I'm going to definitely need some Posse work done. So anybody who wants to be part of my Posse, I'm down for that. If you guys are interested in this game, that's the thing, is you have to be interested in the game. If you're not, well, then I just wasted like $100 on that video game, which would be a shame, but we can move on from there. And also Twitch RP will be doing, they're putting together an application for Red Dead Online. And I'm a member of the Twitch RP community. I have been for years. I haven't role played in a long time, but if I'm going to role play something, this is going to be the thing I'm going to role play. They already do the 5M content for Grand Theft Auto 5, and they've been doing GTA role play forever. The Twitch RP community is like OG RP when it comes to GTA. Well, that sounded kind of cool. OG RP for GTA. Anyway, so with Red 5, I think it's what it's called, which is the mod for Red Dead Redemption Online, they're going, because they've heavily modded GTA 5. And I'm talking about the people that are in that community. They mod it themselves. They take the 5M mod and they mod it even further, which makes it even more specialized, which makes it even more special, because you can do so much more than you could ever with GTA 5. So they're doing the same thing with Red Dead, right? The only problem is the server size is kind of small. So it's going to be, the queues are going to be huge to get into. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not even sure how they're going to work that out. I don't think they do either. They might have an idea, but they definitely know how they want to mod it. So we're going to have a modded version of Red Dead Online roleplay that I'll be doing at least some roleplay with. Well, it may take me a while to get into there, because everybody's going to want to be in it first. So we're going to see. But that's something definitely to look forward to. If you like my Outlaws of the Old West gameplay, you're definitely going to like my Red Dead Redemption Online roleplay. All right, guys, let's talk about Ark. I have 6,700 hours in Ark. I've played a couple of times. So the one thing that stood out in the comments that somebody was saying they have never seen anybody play all the way through solo. I've seen it. It's been done, but I haven't ever done it. And I started to do it once a couple of years ago, and I made one video, and it's like flatlined on me. Nobody wanted to see it, I guess. So I didn't even continue. But then I looked back, and it had gotten some views, and I thought, well, maybe I left it prematurely. Maybe it would have been interesting to see. But and there are people who say you can't solo all the way to Alpha Ascension solo. You can't solo Alpha Ascension. There's no way. You can. It can be done. I've seen it done. So I know it can be done. It would take a lot of work, and it would take a lot of time. There's a lot of grind, but I would probably have to, if I did Ark solo Ascension, I've already done the Gamma. The only two I haven't done is Beta and Alpha. But I would probably just redo it all, to be honest. But I would want to do it on an official server. You know what I mean? Because that way it unlocks it on the unofficial server. You know what I mean? So like you'll unlock tech, but I don't know if it's permanent or not. even though with all my hours, there's a lot of stuff about official and I don't know. I don't know what what it unlocks. So I don't know if you unlock your ascension on gamma, beta, alpha, does that unlock your tech permanently on official, or would you have to do it every time? Because if you have to do it every time, then there's no point. But I might do a solo arc playthrough, is what I'm saying. If you guys would be interested in watching that. But let me know what you think in the comments as well, as far as these games go, because I really want to know what you think. All right, Conan, guys. Conan, there's a lot of you I see on my Discord are playing Conan or have in the last couple of weeks. And you're like, I'm really liking it, I'm really enjoying it. And I know that was your way, your low-key way of saying, hey, I'd like you to play Conan. But I've been waiting for the horses update, like the mounted horses. Like, I mean, I really want to do the mounted stuff because I haven't bought all the fancy packs, guys. I mean, even at $10 a pop, I haven't bothered because I mean, all it really is, it's all the same tier stuff, right? It looks different. And I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, maybe there might be some paints that do some different buffs and things like that. It might be cool, but and I mean, Conan was my jam. I still love the hell out of Conan, but haven't played it in a year or two. I don't even know, man. It's been a long time since I played Conan. Same with Ark. Like I played Ark the last time we had an update on Ark, but that was it. But Conan, Monogard, I think has all the packs. I think she's got all the building stuff. I think she's as they've come out, I think she's picked them up along the way. So we might be able to see all the stuff, but Monogard have to do all the building because I don't know that I'd want to buy all the packs. I just don't feel like. I mean, it's like got to be committed for the fans. I get that, but do I really? Like, go places, do things, build stuff. That's great. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe Monogard could, I could play Conan together and gather all the materials, and she could put it in the crafting bench, and when it's done, then I could help build. Maybe that, if she's down for that, we might do that. But definitely when the horses update comes out, I'll be doing that. I definitely want to do that with Monogard if she wants to. If not, I'll do a solo. Like, I'm not afraid of playing solo. You guys know that. But I always want Monogard by my side if she's willing, because she's my girl. Atlas co-op. Okay. Oh yeah, Atlas. All right. So on Atlas, guys, I got really good response from my Atlas videos, and I'm seeing good response because of the cross-platform play. And so Monogard and I did. What was it? What's that new map that came out? I forget the name. I'd have to look it up. I'm not going to bother. But the map cluster that's a single player. I started it and we did some how-tos, and Monogard and I were going to do a co-op, but when we were playing it together, the frames were so terrible in the recording. Like, I was down to like 20 frames, and I didn't realize it while I was recording. But I think it was my recording software, but I can't be sure. So much. It was a whole series, not a whole series, but it was a solid beginning to a series that I couldn't show you guys because you would never watch it. It was more like watching a flip book. It's like my early Ark videos. It was so bad that it was like I was on a laptop, like a crappy laptop playing that game. So when I got into the editing, I was like, I can't put this out. There's no way. So we actually dropped Atlas because I didn't think it was playable at the time. Now that might have changed. They may have done some optimization. They may have done some changes. So I may want to start with some Atlas again. But I don't want to get too freaking scattered, guys, because there's a lot of content I'm talking about, right? So, I mean, now I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption Online, Ark, Conan, Atlas, those big four. Outlaws of the Old West, that's a one-off. That's Bigfoot. Green Hell, that's the Garden update. That's a one-off. That's an update. Outer Worlds, I'll probably pick Outer Worlds back up here in a little bit. I'm going to give it a few days. There's still a lot of people that are playing the game. And they don't. And so many of you said, I will not watch Outer Worlds because I'm going to pick it up when it goes on sale, and I won't watch it. Then I don't want to play it. I do this for you guys, right? I mean, I do it for me because I like making video games. I like making video game videos, but I'm doing it for you guys, for your enjoyment. So if you're not watching it, there's no point. So with RPGs, if you're not going to watch my content, then I'm not going to make that content. I appreciate the people that like it. and they're watching it because it's me. But if you're not watching it because you don't want to spoil it for yourself, and that's a big chunk of my community, then I'm not going to play it. I just won't. I might pick, and also for me to pick up an RPG and then just do how-tos on it, that's a considerable investment for a questionable return. Like, I don't know if it's worth making a how-to video unless I buy it, play it, and make a how-to video. You know what I mean? So it's always a crapshoot. It's always a crapshoot, though, with every game I buy. And it's like Outlaws of the Old West. You guys almost never saw that series because I almost never didn't make that series. Like, everything in my gut told me, do not buy this game. Everything in my gut told me, do not buy Outlaws. And I did. I was like, you know what? We're going to take a chance. And then I did, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay, I can make something out of this. But I didn't know it until I bought it. And I got into when I looked at the crafting, I was like, okay, now I can do something with this. And we did. But you guys almost never saw it. So many of you, because I decided against my better judgment to do something, happened. But, like I said, you never know what's going to come. You never know what's going to happen. Against my better judgment with Chronicles of Illyria, I bought that $250 pack 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. And so, hopefully that lack of judgment serves me well in the future. I mean, we got a couple years. We have another year yet until Chronicles of Illyria coming out, guys. Also, one last thing. I do have a question for all of you that are watching. How many of you that watch the channel are still playing Life is Feudal, the MMO? There were some updates in the past that I've been told made it really, really super solo friendly in the safe zones. So I was thinking about dipping my toe back in the water. So why don't you guys tell me what you think about that right there? But anyway, guys, I've been rambling on long enough. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for all your comments, all your feedback, everything. Look forward to all these changes coming up in the near future. It's all going to happen. Okay, let's be honest. Some of it will happen. But when I said I was going to do something, I will do something. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate all of you. I love each and every one of you. And as I always say, I am my usual me. You be your usual you, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.